f, addition of f, summation fx upon summation f or n. So what is summation fx now? Summation fx equals to f into x. See this, fx, f into x. So 5 into 1, 6 into 2, 5 into 3. Summation means addition. This means add. Summation means add. So 5 into 1 plus 6 into 2 plus 5 into 3 plus so on. Go on. Okay, this total upon, the whole upon. Summation f. What did I tell you yesterday? Summation f means the total of these numbers. So this should always be equal to n. 5 plus 6 plus 5 plus 10 plus 8 and so on. So if you add this, you'll get this answer as 43. 43 over here. So summation fx upon n. So the total of this is 173. Everyone you can try this. Summation fx equals to 173 upon n. That is 43. So divided you will get it as 4.02. So this is known as arithmetic mean. Remember there are three types of means. Three terms mainly used in this this basically this central tendency: mean, mode, and median. Okay. Today we'll be doing some part of it. Tomorrow we'll be doing the remaining part because there is one more important formula. Let's see if we can cover it today because it is a huge topic. So everyone find the arithmetic mean. If this question comes in the exam for 1 mark, will you be able to solve this? F into x upon summation f. Okay. So 5 into 1 upon summation f means all these. Right? Simple. So if this question comes in exam for 1 mark, will you be able to solve this, everyone? Okay. Type yes if you have understood this. Summation fx upon n. Okay. If any issues, you can directly again call me, message me. See this second one, similar problem. I think so. This we have done it. Now second one, this one. This is similar problem. This above example 2 we have already done. Example 3 now. Find the arithmetic mean of the following data. Now what was given? See this. In the question number 2, we had given the class mark x 1, 2, 3, 4. Yesterday I showed you there are two parts. One is the class mark and second is the class. Class mark is always the center. Class mark is always the center of the class, right? So class interval is what? In this problem number 3, they have given the class interval. Class interval is given as 20, 30, 30, 40, 40, 50. So now what have we to do? We have to convert this class interval into class mark. We have to bring x over here. Over here. How to bring x? So center of this 20 to 30. Center is 25. 30 to 40. Center is 35. And so on. Okay. Now you have got x. Now you can use the same formula. Summation fx upon summation f. So 5 into 25 plus 12 into 35 plus 10 into 45. Now what you do, you guys, you find the same answer for up to only 3. Everyone find the answer up to 3. Do this problem, everyone. Up to 3 only. Find the mean. Everyone try it yourself. So 5 into 25 plus 12 into 35 plus 10 into 45, the whole upon 5 plus 10, summation f. Okay, so 5 plus 12 plus 10. Everyone try it yourself. Up to 3 now. Up to 3. Everyone. Try it up to 3. So what are you getting it? Up to 3. Okay, one answer I have got it. Others, 36.85. Okay, 36.85. 36.85 is the answer. Okay, 36.85. Are you getting this, everyone? 36.85. Let me do it. 25 into 5 means 125. 125 plus 35 into 12. 35 into 12 plus 45 into 10. 450 is equal to this upon what is this? 12 plus 22, 27. Yeah, 36.85. Correct. Okay. So next one. If the mean of the following distribution is 54, find the value of x. See here, mean of the distribution is given as 54. You have to find the value of x. Again, see here. Here what is given? Mean is given. When the mean is given, mean is already known. You use the same formula. Mean equals to summation fx upon summation f. So now what do you know? Mean you know, 54. So 54 equals to summation fx means again do this. Class interval 0 to 10, 20 to 30. So class interval will be what? Here 10, here 30, here 50, here 70 and 90. Right? Center of this. Center. Never forget the center. Okay. So summation fx 10 into 7, 70 plus 30 into x, 30x. This we have to find out. We don't know x. So 70 plus 30x plus 500, 50 into 10 plus 70 into 9 plus 90 into 13. Do all these calculations. The whole upon summation f. So if you add this, you'll be getting it 39. 39 plus x. Now you know 54 over here. So just solve this now. 2370 plus 30x upon 39 plus x. Now how to solve this? Cross multiply. Take 39 plus x on the other side. So it becomes 54 into 39 plus x equals to 2370 into plus 30x. Same number over here. Now again solve this. 54 into 39 plus 54 into x. Do this. Equals to 2370 plus 30x. Take x on the other side and non-x on the other side. So you'll get this, solving this, you'll get this as x equals to 11. You'll get this as x equals to 11. See here, solve this everyone. Now you don't do it because now we don't have time. But solve it after this class. Solve it as a practice. You need to solve this yourself. How to take it on the other side? So 54 minus 30, it becomes 24. 2370 minus 2106. This 2106 comes on the other side, it becomes minus. So then you solve it for x. Okay? Everyone should do the practice of this, huh? Everyone. One second. Combined arithmetic mean. Now combined arithmetic mean means if x1 and x2 are the arithmetic means of two samples, sample size n1 and n2 respectively, then the combined arithmetic mean of the distribution can be calculated as. Now what do I mean by this? See here, this numerical means x1 and x2 are the means of two groups. Here there are two groups. This is group number 1, this is group number 2. What about this group number 1? About this group number 1, we are having x1 as a mean and n1 as a sample size. So n1 is the sample size over here. Total number of samples are n1. The mean of this group is x1. Similarly for the second one, mean of the group is x2 and number of samples is n2. Okay. Now we are having what? n1 x1 for group number 1, n2 x2 for group number 2. Now what do we want? This is the center or mean of group number 1 and this is for group number 2. Now I want the center of these two. So something over here I want, this center. So I want x bar. Now, what is the x bar over here? The x bar is the center of all the two groups. So x bar equals to n1 x1 plus n2 x2 the whole upon n1 plus n2. n1 x1 plus n2 x2 the whole upon n1 plus n2. Now instead of two groups, if they would have given three groups, means there is a third group, let's say n3 x3 over here, and then center of all these three. Then how will you find out? See here, three groups are given. If they give you three groups, then use the same formula. n1 x1 plus n2 x2 plus n3 x3 the whole upon n1 plus n2 plus n3. If they give you four groups, then what? Just go on adding n4 x4. Go on adding and below n4. Okay. This is the way this combined arithmetic mean problem is done. Remember, combined arithmetic mean, you'll definitely get it in exam. Definitely. Be sure about this. You'll definitely get one question on combined arithmetic mean. Okay. So how to solve this? See here, we'll solve one numerical. In a private health club, there are 200 members, 100 men, 80 women, and 20 children. The average weight of men, women, and children is 60, 50, and 35 respectively. Find the weight of the combined group. Now, average weight is given. Okay. What is this average weight? Now, out of this, you have to understand what is N1 and what is X1. When your numbers are given, numbers are always N. So, N1 equals to 100, N2 equals to 80, and N3 equals to 20. Now, X1, X2, X3. So, X1 bar, X2 bar, X3 bar. So, X1 equals to 60, X2 equals to 50, X3 equals to 35. This is what is given. Now you have to find the average weight of the combined group. So average weight equals to N1, X1, all these things, plus N2, X2 plus N3, X3 upon N1 plus N2 plus N3. Now go on multiplying this. 60 into 100, 50 into 80, 35 into 20. Add this upon 60 plus 50 plus 35. Okay. Now this calculation I won't be doing it over here because it will take a lot of time. Okay. Just do the multiplication. 60 into 100 plus 50 into 80 plus 35 into 20. The whole upon 60 plus 50 plus 35. If anyone wants, you can try this, because this is a simpler one. Try it yourself. 60 into 100, 35 into 80, no, 50 into 80 and 35 into 20. Do this calculation fast and divide it 60 plus 50 plus 35. You must get the same answer. Let's see. You must get the same answer. Okay? Try it yourself, everyone. See this now. Similar problem, but reverse way. An average daily wage of 90 workers in a factory is rupees 60. So average daily wage of a regular worker, correct? Vijaya, correct. You are getting it right? Good. See here, everyone amongst you must practice this because practice is very important because your hands-on should be there on the calci. Divided by 200. Let me see. One second. 60 plus 50. No, don't divide it by 200. 60 plus 50, 110 plus 35. So 145. 60 plus 50, 110 plus 35. 145. Divided by 145. Okay. Harsimran. Divided by 145. Don't divide it by 200. Okay. Summation F we are doing. Summation F. Okay. Summation F means total of these frequencies. So total of these ends. Okay. Yeah. N1, N2, yeah. N1 is 100, correct. N1 is 100, N2 is 80, and N3 is 20. N1 is 100, N2 is 80, N3 is 20. Okay. And this X1 is 60, X2 is 50, and X3 is 35. So N1, X1, summation Fx. So same, instead of F, they are having N over here, right? Yeah, same formula is there. Now similar but reverse problem. An average daily wage of 90 workers is given as 60. Now what is given? Average daily wage of total workers. Huh? An average daily wage of a female worker is 45. So female you know. Calculate the average daily wage of the male worker if one third of the workers are male. One third are male. Now what do you mean by this? Total, how many workers are there? Total 90. So 90 total workers, out of them one third are male. So what do you mean by this? See this. Total equals to male plus female. So 90 equals to, we have 30 males over here, one third are male. One third. So one third of 90 is 30. So one third are male. So the other part will be what? 60. 90 minus 30, 60. So female are 60 and male are 30. Now what is this 30 and 60? This will be N1 and N2 because numbers are always N1 and N2. And what is given? Average wage is given. Now we know the wage of what? 60. 60 is what? 60 is for the common wage, common center. So common center is of both. Okay. So suppose if you have to draw this, you will be drawing it like this. See, this is one, this is another. Okay. Then N1, this is male and this is female. Okay. Now what do I want? N1. N1 over here is N1. N1 is given as 30. N1. And X1 is given as, center is given as X1 equals to, what is it given? Males. Find the average daily wage of males. So we don't know. X1 is a question mark. What about this females? N2 is given as 60. N2 equals to 60. And X2 is known as, X2 is what? Given as female worker is 45. And the center of both, that is given as 60. So this I know now, 60. Okay. So I have to use this formula now. So send this average mean of both the groups equals to x bar equals to n1 x1 plus n2 x2 upon n1 plus n2. So 60 equals to 30 x1 plus n2 x2. 16 to 45 upon 90. So solve this now. You'll get this x1 as 90. See this. How to solve this? Look at this. 60 equals to 30x1 plus 16 to 45. So it becomes 2700 upon 90. Okay, n1 plus n2. n1 plus n2 is total upon 90. Solve this now. This 0 will go. Okay, so you cross multiply this. You'll get it as 90 or keep this 0 and later remove it. 90 into 60 equals to 30x1 plus 2700. Take 90 into 60 is what? 5400. Take 2700 on the other side and solve it for x1. You'll get x1 as 90. Everyone, you'll get x1 as 90. Correct. Okay. This is the way you have to solve this. Everyone do the practice. You have to solve this because these questions are there in the exam. Mean of 25 observations was found to be 75.4. But later it was found that 96 was misread as 69. Find a corrected mean. So mean of 25 observations was given. That is given as what? This 75.4. Mean of these numbers is given as 75.4. All 25 observations. Later it was found that 96 was misread as 69. So misread as 69. So what is the correct answer? Correct is 96. But it was read as 69. So 69 is wrong. 96 is right. Now, first you understand the English term over here. 96 was misread as 69. So understand that 96 is correct and 69 is wrong. So wrong is to be removed. Now what is given? See this. 25 observations are given. So x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4. So on, go on and on. So if I add all these 25 observations and divide it by 25, then I'll get the answer as 75.4. Mean I am getting it. So 75.4 equals to the addition of all divided by n. Okay, n is what? 25. Now, do I know the addition of all these? No. But I can find it out. How? See this, x1 plus x2 plus x3 the whole upon 25 equals to what? Given as 75.4. So cross multiply this. 25 into 75.4, it becomes 25 into 75.4. It becomes 1960. So what is that? That is the total. x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4. If you do the total, it is 1960. Now total includes what? These two numbers, 96 also and 16. This 96 is to be included, but it includes 69. So this is wrong. This is to be removed. So 1960 minus 69. See here, what is wrong, we'll remove that. 1960 is my total and 69 is wrong one. So 1960 minus 69. But what is the right one? Right one was 96. So I'll add this 96. 1960 minus 69 plus 96. You'll get it as 1987. Everyone try this. Here, understand this problem first. Total is always equal to mean into number of elements, 25. So mean into 25. Look at this. Total is always equal to 25 into this mean. This is the main crux of the problem. Main point in this problem is this. Then once you know 1987, now you want the new mean, find a corrected mean. So corrected mean is simple. It's 1987 divided by 25. You'll get it as 79.48. Okay? Correct. 79.48. The mean salary of 50 employees of a company was computed at 680 per month. Later it was found that Mr. X salary of Mr. X was taken as 270 instead of 720. What will be the corrected mean salary? Now this is the same problem. You try it yourself. Everyone try it now. Fast, fast, fast. Mean salary of 50 is given as 680. Multiply this. 50 into 680. 50 into 680. Everyone try it on the calci. You must get this answer as 34,000. 34,000. Then what is given? What is given? X was taken as 270 instead of 720. So what is the corrected one? Now understand this. Everyone pay attention to this word. Taken as 270 instead of 720. So what is the corrected one? Corrected one is 720 and wrong one is 270. So I have to remove 270. This is very important to understand, everyone. Okay, you have to understand this very clearly. What is wrong is removed. So I'll write it over here, remove, or I'll write it wrong. This is wrong. Okay, and this is right. This is right. So this I have to put inside. Put it. Okay, this is very important to understand what is to be removed and what is to be put inside. So total 34,000 minus 270, remove 270 and add 720, correct one. So you'll get it as 34,450 and divided by again 50, 68.9. Okay, 68.9. So this is simple. Okay, no, 689, not 68.9, 689. Okay, 689. Okay, yeah. So now this was some part of this third chapter. There is one more part that we'll be doing it tomorrow. Okay. So now we'll be going for chapter number 3, something different. Those who are there in the earlier batch, they'll find it easy. See this. Sampling distribution. Sampling distribution, you generally get a case study of for either 5 marks or you can get it for 2 marks also. Anything can be there. Either 5 marks or even 2 marks. Okay, they can give you a simple 1-line question also, 1 mark question, but very less chances because there are many calculations to be done in this. So generally they'll give you for 5 marks sampling distribution. Firstly, understand what is sampling distribution. Sampling distribution is always known as a normal distribution. Okay, normal distribution, it is a base. Okay, let me bring it, show you over here. See, this is a normal distribution. This is a normal distribution table. Always remember, whatever observations you do, whatever, okay, all of them will fall under this curve only, normal distribution curve. All of them, sample also and population also, everything will fall under this curve only. This normal distribution curve is always divided into two parts, half over here and half over here. The total of this normal distribution curve is always equal to 1. Always equal to 1. Total of this curve will always be equal to 1. Okay? And whatever we get inside is known as the probability. Probability of this. Okay? Whatever we get inside is known as the probability. Now, in exam, they should give you this table. In exam, they should give you this table, probability distribution table. Without this table is not given in exam, hence the value of Z will be given. If they don't give you this table, then they have to give the value of Z. Now what is Z? We'll see that. But understand this table is required in the exam. Without this table, you can't solve the problem at all. Okay? So let's move on over here. In a normal distribution curve with a mean of 56 and standard deviation, mean of 56 and a standard deviation of 21, how large the sample must be taken so that there will be at least 90% chance that its mean is greater than 52. Okay, we'll solve this numerical later. Let's solve something else first. One second. Hmm. Let me solve. Take some simple numerical first, and then I'll go for this tougher one. Okay. Suppose if in a sampling distribution, okay, the sample size is given as n. Okay, sample size is given as 60. Sample size is given as 60. Okay. Now the average mean which is found out means average which is given for the population. So the population is always, the population mean is given as over here. Let's say the population mean is given as, let me see, yeah, 56. 56. And what is the see here, same problem is given. The in a sampling distribution, n is given as 60, population mean is given as 56. Now what is the probability that my whatever samples I take will be greater than the mean of these samples? Mean will be, mean of samples is greater than 50. Let's say 50 is greater than 50. If this numerical is asked, n is given as 60, mu is always known as the population mean. Remember this is always the population mean. Population mean. Okay, this is always given as population mean. Find the probability that if I take 60 samples, then the mean of these samples will be greater than 50. Greater than 50 I wanted. Okay. So how to solve this? For solving this numerical, always remember you'll require two formulae. One is the standard error. Standard error. Okay, what is that standard error formula? Let me show you over here. Standard error formula is psi x bar equals to, this is known as standard error, psi or standard deviation upon root of n. Upon root of n. So psi is what known as standard deviation. What is standard deviation? Standard deviation means whenever I distribute all the elements, suppose I'll show you over here what is standard deviation. If I plot this graph over here, okay, and I draw a straight line, there are, let's say, these points on this graph. If I plot a straight line over here, and then I plot the distance between them, 1, 2, from the center. If I plot the distance of the center of these points, so whatever will be the average distance of all these, average distance of all these four. This plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. Whatever I'll get average is known as the standard deviation. So the standard deviation formula is always psi upon root of n. So once I get psi upon root of n, next formula which I require is z. Z equals to 1 upon psi x bar. This just now what I found out. Standard error. See this formula I'll use it over here. Into x bar minus n. X bar minus mu. Not n. X bar minus mu. What is x bar? What is required? Remember, this is always required. And mu is always given. Given. Population. So now you have to solve this. How to solve this? Let's take another page. Hold on. See this. How to solve this? Look at this. Psi x bar equals to, that is standard error. I'll write it, standard error equals to, standard error equals to standard deviation. What is standard deviation given? Here, standard deviation is it given? Standard deviation of 21. So here I have not given. Standard deviation will be given as something, let's say psi. It will be given to you in exam. Let's say 20. We'll take it simple one. 20. So standard deviation is given as 20. In exam, they'll give you all these elements. N will be given. Standard deviation will be given. Mean will be given. Population mean. And then you'll be asked to find out the x bars of probability. So now, standard error is known as 20 upon root of n. What is root of n? N is given as number of samples is given as 60. So upon 60. So 20 upon root of 60. Everyone do this. 20 upon, what is square root of 60? Everyone do it. Square root of 60. Do it on your calci. Everyone do it on your calci. Square root of 60. It will be something, yeah, 8 less than 8. 8 8 is 64. So 7 point something. Square root of 60 is everyone 7.7. Okay, 7.74. 7.74. Now divide this 20 upon 7.74. 20 upon 7.74. 20 upon 7.74. Everyone do it. 20 upon 7.74. 2.58. Okay. 2.58. So now what is this? 2.58. What have I got? I have got this as standard error. Standard error. Standard error means what? This is a common error which I found out in the calculations. It's given. Means it will be there. Standard error means it's by default. So this much will be there. Now what have we to do with the standard error? See this. Now with the standard error, next part of yours is z. So z equals to 1 upon standard error, 1 upon psi x bar into x bar minus mu. X bar minus mu. So 1 upon standard error is what? 1 upon 2.58 into x bar is given as what? X bar over here is given as this mu, this. What is required? 50. 50 minus mu is 56. Okay, mu is 56. Population mean is 56. And required is 50. So, 50 minus 56. So, now solve this. So 1 upon 2.58. Everyone directly solve it. This is minus 6 upon 2.58. So now ignore this sign. This sign is to be ignored. Here, ignore minus sign. Okay, ignore minus. So your answer will be 6 upon 2.58. You have to ignore this. This is of no use to you. So 6 upon 2.58. What are you getting it over here? 6 upon 2.58. So I'm getting it 2.32. 2.32. Right? Are you getting this 2.32 everyone? Yeah. Now this is what I found out. This is my Z. Remember, there are three steps in this problem. Step number one is standard error. Step number two is Z. And step number three is probability. 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 Now to find out the probability, you need the normal table. So this normal table over here will be over here. Look at this. Now what did we get this value of Z as 2.32. Okay, 2.32. So how to check the Z value? See this. In this table, the corner lines, always check the corner lines. This vertical column and this horizontal row. Only these two corner lines you have to check. So here, vertical column, I want, what do I want? 2.32. So what will I do? I'll divide this into two parts. Look at this. 2.32 means I'll show you over here. What will I do? 2.3 and 2 I'll write it separate. Two parts I'll do it. So this will be checked vertical, and this will be checked horizontal. Okay. 2.3 will be checked vertical and 2 will be checked horizontal. So now check this 2.3. Where is 2.3? 2.3 is over here. Look at this vertical. 2.3 everyone. 2.3 vertical is over here and 2.3202. See 2 is over here. So check this. Do the calculation 2.3 and 2. So you'll get it as 0.98. Look at this. This is 2 over here and 2.3 over here. So you'll get it as 0.98. Okay. This 0.9898. 2.32 is 0.9898. So your answer is, probability answer is 0.9898. 0. This probability equals to, next page. Probability equals to 0.98. So your probability becomes 0.98. Okay. Always remember how to check this probability from the table. Because here nowadays we have all the calcs, scientific calcs are there. On scientific calcs and computers, you can directly get these values. But still in your books, they require you to go through this table. They require you to understand this table. So 2.32 means here 2.32, 2.3 separate and 2 separate. 2.32 we divide it. 2.3 over here and 2 over here. So 2.3 you will check it over here in the vertical column. Vertical column, this column. So 2.3 over here and 2 on this side, horizontal row. Look at this horizontal row. This is here it is. Right? Are you seeing this cursor? So check this now, join this. 2 is over here, bring it down. And then 2.3 over here on the horizontal. You'll get this as 0.98. Look at this, everyone. 0.9898. This figure, are you getting it? 0.9898. So this is your probability. This is how you have to find the probability over here. Okay. So a probability answer is 0.98 over here. So these are the three steps in this problem. Now I'll take some difficult one. This difficult one, now I'll take it. In a normal distribution with a mean of 56 and standard deviation of 21, okay, standard deviation of 21, how large a sample must be taken so that there will be at least 90% chance that its mean is greater than 52. Now understand the problem. What is the problem? Here, probability is given to you. 90% chance means 0.9. Here the probability is given as 0.9. Okay. Probability is given to you 0.9. X is given to you. Now go on writing this. Okay. Let me write it over here. This one. Yeah. Let me write it over here. All these terms we need to write. Okay. Let me bring in a blank slide. Hold on. See this. Now go on writing this as per your terms. Here, first step is what? Always remember. First step is psi x bar. Psi x bar equals to psi standard deviation upon root of n. Root of n. Okay. This is step number 1. Step number 2 is what? Z. Z equals to 1 upon psi x bar into x bar minus mu. And third step is probability. Probability from the table. Now, this problem has a twist. Now look at this. What all do you know? You know standard deviation. See this mean of 56. So this mean 56 is what? This is mu. Mu equals to 56. Mu equals to 56. Population mean is given. Okay. Mean is given as 56. Standard deviation is given as 21. Standard deviation is 21 means psi you know 21. Psi. Psi equals to 21. Okay. Then what? Psi equals to 21. Then how large the sample must be taken? Now how large the sample must be taken? It means what? You don't know n. N is not known to you because you don't know how large the sample is to be taken. So that there will be at least 90% chance. So probability you know now 90%. So probability equals to 0.9. 90% means 0.9. So that my this mean is greater than 52. Mean is greater than mean this is x bar. So my x bar equals to 52. So I know all the terms except n. Now I have to go the reverse way. Okay, I have to go the reverse way. Means step number 3 is given first over here. N is what I have to find out. Okay. So how will I do this? First remember Z. You have to find out Z. Now we are going the reverse way. So from the probability find a Z. Okay. Now check this normal distribution table. See this table. This table needs to be given to you in exam. Remember. Check this 0.9. Where is 0.9? 90%. So 0.9. Check this. See this 0.9 will be over here. Everyone look at this table whatever I am showing you. 0.9015. See this point which is the closest to 0.9. 0.9015. Then here 0.9032. Don't take this. 15 is closer. So this you can take it as now any of the two values you can take. 0.8997 that is also closer. So somebody can take this also 0.8997. So once you get this 0.8997 check the left side. It is 1.2. Check the top side. Top side it is 0.08. So it becomes 1.2 and 0.08. So my answer of Z becomes 1.28. Everyone pay attention. Everyone pay attention. 0.8997 is closer to 0.9. I want 0.9, 90% probability. So 0.8997 is closer. This I'll take it. So 1.2 over here on the left and 8 is on the above top. So 1.28. So now I've got this value of Z as 1.28. This is what I've got it as a value of Z. Okay. So Z equals to 1.28. This is what I've got, the value of Z. Okay, everyone. The value of Z I've got it as 1.28. How did I get it? Everyone check this video again. So once I get this Z, things are simple. So 1.28 equals to 1 upon psi x bar into x bar. I know x bar 52 minus mu. I know 56. Mu is given as 56. So 1.28 equals to 1 upon psi x bar. This do I know psi x bar? Do I know standard error? No, I don't know. This because what is formula for psi x bar? Psi upon root of n. But I don't know root of n. So psi x bar I'll keep it separate. So now I'll find out psi x bar. So my 1.28 equals to this 1 upon psi x bar into this is what? 52 minus 56. So 4. So it is, ignore the sign, ignore the minus sign. So it is 4 upon psi x bar. 1.28. Now solve this. Find psi x bar. So psi x bar equals to 4 upon 1.28. So solve this. 4 upon 1.28 becomes, if you solve this, 4 upon 1.288. Okay, it becomes 3.125. 3.125. Now you got this. See here, we are going the reverse way. First probability, then we found out Z. From Z we are finding out psi x bar. From psi x bar we are finding out root of n. Now I know the formula for this. So 3.125 equals to psi. Standard deviation, do I know? Yes, 21 upon root of n. This I don't know. Root of n. So solve this now. Therefore, root of n equals to 21 upon 3.125. So solve this now. 21 upon 3.125 is, everyone, do it. So you'll get it as, what are you getting the answer? 21 upon 3.125, you get it as 6.72, correct? Okay, 6.72. 6.72. Now I want n. To find out the n, we have to do the square of this. So n equals to square of 6.72. Square. So if you do the square of this, I think who's given this answer correctly? Vijaya. No, Garima. Correct. Okay. So what will be the answer for this? 6.72 square. So 45.15. Okay. So your answer n will be 45.15. Now we have to take the samples. Okay. Sample can't be in zero point 0.5. Can you take a 0.15 sample? No. So what you do, you have to round it off to the next level. Next. Don't round it off to the earlier level. Round it off to the next level always. So it is 46. Always in sampling, you round it off to the next level for the number of samples. Okay. So you'll get it as 46. Correct. Okay. Garima, you are right. Sandhya Rani, right. Acha, two or Garimela. Acha. Acha, there is one more. Acha, good. So Garimela, you are right. Yeah. Chalo. Next one. Here, this is how you have to solve this. This is a big numerical. Generally, they don't give you this numerical in exam. They give you this type of numerical in exam. N will be given, psi will be given, mu will be given, and they'll be asking you this simple probability. Okay. Now next one. This again, this binomial you'll be having it again in chapter number 4 or 5 over here. You'll be having this in probability. But this has relation over here also. That's why I'm showing you. Remember, what did I tell you about something? This standard error formula. Okay, I gave you the standard error formula over here. Remember, there are 5 standard error formulae. 5. Standard error has 5 formulae. 5 formulae. What are the 5 formulae for standard error? I'll give you a separate slide also. I'm having that slide. Okay, 5 formulae for standard error. One is, always remember, infinite population. Infinite population equals to psi upon psi. Psi upon root of n. This is what we did. Infinite means what? You don't know the population size. You don't know what is the number of populations you have. Second is finite population. Finite equals to the same formula. I'll write it over here. Finite equals to psi, same formula, upon root of n. Now just multiply this by square root of n minus n upon n minus 1. This is known as finite population multiplier. Finite population multiplier. This they give it in exam. Definitely they give it. Whenever you have to convert infinite population to finite population, you have to multiply this with root of n minus n upon n minus 1. Third one formula for this standard error is Standard error of estimate, that we'll see it later. Standard error of estimate, okay, that we'll see it in the estimation problem. Then standard error of correlation, this is the fourth one. And last one is standard error of probability. Standard error of probability formula, or you can call it of binomial, because binomial is a type of probability. Binomial. Okay. So these are the five formulae. I'll be giving you the slide for all the five: infinite, finite, estimate, correlation, and binomial. So binomial we'll do it now because we are having some time. Yeah, 5 minutes are there. So we can do the binomial. See this. The binomial formula is very simple. For binomial, we have three formulae. One is this mu equals to np. Mu means what? This mu I have written it mu, but it is written like this. It's not written as mu. Mu means it is written as like this. Population mean. Just now we saw that, right? Population mean mu. This is known as mu. This is called as mu. Meow meow. Okay? Mu. So mu equals to np. Remember this. N into p. P is what? P is, now this, here comes the question of binomial. P is known as success. P is known as probability of success. And Q is what? Q is known as, see this, mean mu, population mean equals to N into P. Standard deviation equals to NPQ. NPQ. Okay? And it is square root, in fact. It is square root of NPQ. Standard error is square root of PQ upon N. This is all square root. So standard deviation is square root of NPQ. Standard error is square root of PQ upon N. So this is a formula for standard error. Now look at this problem. It has been found that 2% of the tools produced by a certain machine are defective. What is the probability that in a shipment of 400 tools, 3% or more will be defective? So I want to now 3% of or more will be defective. So how to find this? The sample size of 400. Now we have taken how many samples? 400. So in exam, what will they ask you? They won't ask you the probability over here, because again the table is required, probability distribution table. So what will they ask you? They'll ask you, number one, the standard deviation. Then they'll ask you standard error. Then they'll ask you mean, combined mean. So mu equals to, remember, success. What is success? 2% here. Firstly understand, 2% of the tools of a certain machine are defective. So 2% are defective. Okay. Now what do I require? Here, success in probability is not what you think as success. What we think as success? If any tool is good, formula sheet is out. Yeah, ABM formula sheet I'm having it. I'll give this. Please send a question sheet. Okay, I'll give this. Success in probability doesn't mean what you think as success. Success in probability means what is asked in the question. What is asked in the question? They want defective. They want, what is the question given? What is the probability that I'll get defective? So whatever is asked in the question is the success. So if I want defective, it means my success is defective. So I want 2% as here. It is found that 2% of the machines are, these tools are defective. So P equals to 2%. So my success over here equals to defective. Success is not good one. Remember, success is defective. So equals to 2%. So it is 0.02. So what is failure? Failure is the reverse one. Failure means always 1 minus P. 1 minus P. So 1 minus 0.02. So it is 0.98. So now I've got this P also. I've got this Q also. Look at the formula. P I've got it. Q I've got it. And N, do I know N? 400 samples. So N I know. So they'll be asking you the question on these three only: combined mean, standard deviation, and a standard error. So when they ask you the mean, use this mu into n into p. So n into p is what? 400 into 0.02. Combined mean is 400 into 0.02. So 400 into 0.02. So that is equal to mu, combined mean of the population. This is 400 into 0.02. Solve this, it will be what? 8. 8 is the mu. Now if they ask you standard deviation will be again. What is the standard deviation over here? Look at this. One sec. Let me show you separately. See this. What is given over here? N equals to, N is given as 400. 400. Okay, 400. See this. Observation 400 tools. This is N. Then what is given next? P is success. Just now we found out success P equals to 2%. P equals to 2%, because I want a defective one. Remember this. This is defective. Defective. Okay. 2% defective. So equals to 0.02. Q is 1 minus P. Failure. 1 minus P. So good one. Your failure means I get a this good item over here. Okay. So defective is success and failure is good. So it is 1 minus 0.02. It is 0.98. Okay. Now I want mu. Mu equals to n into p. N into p. So equals to 400 into 0.02. So that is equal to 8. Then standard deviation equals to root of npq. Npq. Okay, so that is equal to root of n is what? 400 into 0.02 into 0.98. Now do the answer. What is the answer for this? 400 into 0.02, yeah, into 0.98. What is the answer you are getting? 400 into 0.02 into 0.98, and then the square root of that. Square root. So you're getting it as 2.8. 2.8, correct. So it is 2.8. Standard deviation I've got it 2.8. Similarly, standard error. Standard error equals to root of PQ upon N. PQ upon N. So do it now. Root of 0.02 into 0.98, the whole upon N is what? 400. So find this out. So 0.02 into 0.98 divided by 400, and then the square root of that. Square root is also important. It is 0.007. Are you getting this? 0.007. So my standard error is 0.007. Now what is the use of the standard error? Now the standard error, there are 3 types. I'll show you tomorrow now, because this today it will be too heavy for you. Okay. We have 3 types of this probability is given: 68%, 95%, and 99 point something. 99% you take it. So always remember, for 68% chance, I always take one standard error. One standard error. We'll be solving a numerical on this error. For 95%, I take 2 standard error. And for 99%, I take 3 standard error. Okay. What is the meaning of this? We'll see this later whenever the numerical comes. Okay. So 68% is 1, 95 is 2, and 99 is 3. This is standard error. That is the importance over here. Okay. Otherwise, what happens? It becomes too heavy for you. Those who are new. Okay. So now, I have to share what formula sheet. Okay, I see here. Now I'll share you all of you. I am sharing you the important documents over here. Okay, handouts, so that you can start reading. Every one of you should start reading. See here. Firstly, I'll share today. I'll share you first formula sheet. Formula sheet for ABM and BFM both. Formula sheet for ABM and BFM. Okay, formula sheet for ABM and BFM. One second. Yeah. See here, it is shared. Formula sheet for ABM and BFM. Who had asked this? Somebody had asked me this. Formula sheet. Vijaya. Okay. So you have got this formula sheet. You have got it. Sure, sure. Yeah. Sure, sure. Yeah. Okay. So formula sheet is remember. Yeah. So now, formula. This is the formula sheet. Now, second one.